Working Class Beer Reviews is looking at, I got it in this koozie here to keep it cool, Boulevard Space Camper Cosmic IPA. Yes, this is a beer that's been around for since 2018, 2019, I want to say. Right around the time the Disney company bought out Fox and the X-Men movies were putting out that Dark Phoenix movie. This was I think this was part of the advertising for that Dark Phoenix movie. But then it got to the point where, like, if another company's buying it up, why are they even putting this movie out? And I think it kind of, the movie tanked. Although, I don't know, I didn't watch it. I watched part of it. It was like, okay, but I don't know. Anyway, it's not about movies, it's not about X-Men, it's about Boulevard Space Camper Cosmic IPA. So, crack it open. I've had this for a little bit in my fridge, kind of saving it, kind of reposition my point of view here. Sorry if the cicadas are kind of loud, it's just evening. It's early September. Church Keep the Can. It's got this neat little glass. It's like a stubby, the stem is kind of stubby. So why don't we let that kind of do its thing. So this is from the Boulevard Brewing website. Boulevard Brewing is out of Kansas City, Missouri. Just right south of downtown. Southwest Boulevard, north of Crown Center type area. You're getting over towards the Kansas side. You're really close, getting closer to Kemper Arena if you're familiar with that area. So this says Space Camper Cosmic IPA is an exhilarating initiation into a mind-bending alternate universe of India Pale Ales. Our brewers employ massive hop additions at the end of the boil and during fermentation to minimize upfront bitterness and create a juicy IPA bursting with tropical fruit flavors and aromas of nectar and citrus. Nectar, I'm guessing, would be like some sort of fruit juice. So it's going to be a tropical fruity IPA, according to this description. ABV is 5.9, IBUs is 40, so it's fairly mid on the, it's the lower end of an IPA. EBC, which is the color, is 12, which, I don't know. It's cloudy, it's hazy. It's available in 12-ounce cans and on draft, according to the website, which that's all I've ever seen. I can't say I've seen it on draft, but I know I see these in 6-packs, at least. So they have a product finder on their website. There's a YouTube video you can watch. It says Space Camper Cosmic Beer Defender, so they kind of have a comic book type video to this beer. Tasting notes, aroma. Actually, while we're talking, starting to recede a little bit, let's top it off so we can get a full flavor of this. Juicy mango, peach, and bright pineapple. I'm going to try to talk a little louder to get over the cicadas. Malt. Pillowy, subtle, slightly sweet. Those are not malts, those are descriptors, not even descriptors of malts. So I think there might, Boulevard, if you're watching this, which I doubt you are, check your website and you might want to actually put what the malts are for the Cosmic IPA. Hops. Resinous notes of fresh citrus, stone fruit, and watermelon from Yukonot, Eldorado, and Galaxy varietals. I don't know if that's a word. So Yukonot, Eldorado, and Galaxy, I guess, are the hops. And balance, it just says hops with an exclamation point. I don't know what that means. Body light to medium. Okay, that fits in that description. So, yeah, 2501 Southwest Boulevard, Kansas City, Missouri. They do have brewery tours from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Doesn't say what days. I'm guessing Monday through Friday. Oh, Monday through Thursday. Yeah, Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Friday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wow, they have it all weekend for brewery tours. I bet you have to schedule it, though. You can't just show up. So, and I'm sure they're not free. But anyway. Alright. So, yeah, there's a lot of wildlife out here today. There's a little bit of heads sticking around, but not much. I can't guarantee that this glass is beer clean. I didn't really prep it. It's just kind of dishwasher clean. That may affect how the head stays or not. You know, I don't know. So what do you get? The sun's gone down. I mean, it's still light enough to see me, but it's hazy. You can't really see through it. It looks kind of like a dark, you know, like that Kern guava juice that you get in like the Tetra Pak carton. It kind of looks like that. It looks like that Kern guava or mango nectar. It's kind of what it looks like. A little cloudy. Looks like an IPA, honestly. Not like one of those New England ones where it looks like straight up orange juice or Tang or something like that. Oh, yeah. So the aroma is very fruity. It's got a lot of tropical fruits. I don't get a lot of hop on the nose, but the head's gone, so I don't know, I may not get it till the sip. So, it's pretty sweet though in the smell. Let's give it a try and see what we think. It's not sweet in the taste. Light to medium, yeah, it's leaning a little more towards medium on the mouthfeel. On the body. Yeah, on the body, I mean, the mouthfeel is wet, not clingy, doesn't cling to your palate. Yeah, it's a bit of a watery mouthfeel, actually. So I say it's more towards medium in the body, but it might actually slip back more towards the light. At first, it felt like it had more body, but the more you hold on to it, the more it lets go. So it's more slips into light mouthfeel. Yeah, it's okay. It feels like a thirst quencher in that regard. Because it's not so resinous and sticky, it feels like something on a hot, you know, sweaty day. You could probably actually enjoy this because it wouldn't feel so heavy and stick around on your mouth. It might actually rinse your mouth out a little bit. Yeah, I've had this before. It's been a while, so I've never really thought about it where I was going to break it down or anything like that. So 5.9, that's pretty good. I mean, that's, you know, that's like an, as far as strength, it's like an ice beer, like Natural Ice or Milwaukee's Best Ice. I don't know if they still make Keystone Ice or not. They may. So those are 5.9, but those are lagers. This is an ale, obviously. IPA is India Pale Ale. So it's not going to inject into your bloodstream like a lager would. Yeah, I would actually like to try this on draft. I bet it would be really good on draft. You get a pint of this or something like that. I bet it go really good with a basket of chicken wings, with or without the hot sauce, with or without the ranch or blue cheese. Doesn't really matter. In a way, it kind of reminds me, although I don't know what the malts are, it kind of has that fluffiness of a wheat beer, which Boulevard's really well known for their unfiltered wheat. That's like one of their most popular offerings and all. Yeah, it's like a, yeah, it's got the tropical flavors. Doesn't feel strong, and let's see if I can find a date. It was probably on the box that it came in, and not so much on the can. Puerto Rico, do not litter. Huh. So don't throw this away in Puerto Rico. Yep, I don't see a date, but I've held on to this for a good 4 months, I'm guessing. So if it weren't fresh, it's not their fault. It's my fault for holding on to it for so long. But at 5.9 and being an IPA, I don't think it's going to affect the flavor that much. It just may not be as hoppy as it would have been if it was fresh, which to me that's fine because, as I've said in videos before, the original purpose of IPAs was hops were put into a pale ale. It was like a hoppy pale ale, but it was more of a protection to keep it from spoiling as it went all the way over to the India. So it had to go around the bottom of Africa and on around. And then by the time, you know, that however long that voyage took on boat back in those days, the bitterness probably tamed a bit. Now, if someone were to partake of it as they brewed it and barreled it before they left, then it'd probably be a lot strong, you know, a lot hoppier, which is what people want now. They want that. They want it to be taste like they just barreled it and got ready for shipment. But by the time it got to India, you know, it may be hoppier than a normal pale ale, but it wouldn't have blown your face off like a West Coast IPA or anything like that. So, anyway, yeah, I like it. I'm a big fan of Boulevard, so you can say that I have a bit of a bias toward their like hometown, you know, home field advantage type thing. I'm only about an hour or so from Kansas City, hour and a half. From the brewery itself, yeah, like an hour and a half, maybe give or take 5-10 minutes, you know, if I was to leave here. I've been in the area. I've never brewed or took the tour of the brewery, but I've delivered, when I used to work for Cisco, I used to deliver to many of restaurants in that area. The very first barrel of beer that Boulevard brewed, they took to Ponax, which is like a Mexican restaurant there on Southwest Boulevard, and I have delivered there. So that's how close I've been to the brewery as far as deliveries are concerned. But that was back in the mid 2000s, I should say, mid to late 2000s. I started at Cisco in 2006, worked there until 2008, and then did a small stint with them again in 2017. So, yeah, they're the #1 food distributor as far as, you know, as numbers go in the United States. But anyway, yeah, I recommend it. I recommend all Boulevard beers, depending on what your style and your flavor is, but it's very well made. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you've had Space Camper, Louisiana Beer Reviews, Ron, I know you had the red IPA Space Camper beer. I think it was something like that. You didn't care for it. I don't fault you for that. You're obviously entitled to have your own opinion. But I'll have to look through your catalog to see if you've had this particular beer. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys later.